Let me ask you something real. Have you ever lain in bed at night, staring at the ceiling, thinking, nobody knows what I'm really going through? You smile during the day, you hold it together in front of people, you say, I'm fine, when they ask. But when the world goes quiet, and it's just you and your thoughts, the real battle begins. Maybe you cry into your pillow. Maybe you scream in your heart, but not out loud. Maybe you're carrying burdens too heavy for anyone else to understand. And here's the hardest part. No one seems to notice. No one sees the depth of the storm inside you. No one knows how hard you're trying just to keep going. But let me remind you of something sacred and true. God sees you. He sees the fight no one else sees. He hears the prayers you whisper through your tears. He counts every silent tear that falls. The Bible told us in Psalm 56:8, you have collected all my tears in your bottle. You have recorded each one in your book. Isn't that powerful? God doesn't just see your tears. He collects them. He doesn't just hear your cries, he remembers them. Not one drop of pain goes unnoticed by your Father in heaven. Let's be honest, life can be painfully silent sometimes, can't it? You show up for others, but when you need someone, everyone's too busy. You give and give, but feel drained inside. You pray, but wonder if God hears you at all. You smile at church, but your heart is breaking at home. Does this sound familiar? You say, God, I'm trying, but I feel so tired, so overlooked, so alone. And yet, this is what I came to tell you. You are not invisible. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. Your story is still being written. Your tears are still being counted. Your prayers are still being heard. Can I ask you something? Have you ever thought maybe the pain you hide is the very thing God will use to bless you? Maybe your silent nights are sacred ground. Maybe your weakest moments are the ones heaven celebrates the most. Because it's not about being perfect, it's about being real. And God meets us in the real. Hebrews 4:15 says, Jesus understands our weaknesses. He felt them too. He knows what it's like to be rejected. He knows what it's like to weep. He knows what it's like to feel abandoned. So when you suffer in silence, remember, he did too, but he didn't give up, and neither will you. Let me ask you again, what if the darkness isn't a punishment, a preparation? What if the silent seasons are actually sacred? You see, God does some of his greatest work in hidden places. Seeds grow in the soil, covered, buried, unseen. Masterpieces begin as messy sketches, unknown to the public eye. Strength is built in private before it's revealed in public. In your life, your faith, your heart, God is working behind the scenes. Even if you feel invisible to others, you're never invisible to God. Matthew 6:6 says, when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you. That means your secret fight matters. Your quiet obedience matters. Your uncelebrated loyalty to God still counts. Don't stop showing up in prayer, even if your prayers feel unanswered. Don't stop loving, even if you're not being loved back. Don't stop giving, even when nobody notices, because God notices, and he rewards what's done in the dark. You might be wondering, if God sees me, why am I still struggling so deeply? Let me tell you why. Because you're called. Because you're chosen. Because the depth of your struggle is often the depth of your assignment. The enemy doesn't waste his energy on people who pose no threat. He attacks you so fiercely because of what's inside you. Purpose, power, potential. And here's the good news. Every attack on your life is evidence that there's a calling on your name. Isaiah 54:17 says, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. That doesn't mean weapons won't form. It means they won't win. Your private pain is birthing a public testimony. One day, the same tears you cried in secret will become healing oil for someone else. One day you'll tell your story, and someone else will find their strength in it. So don't be ashamed of your wounds. God is turning your struggle into strength, your scars into stories, your suffering into glory. Now listen closely. The most powerful thing about your faith isn't what people see, it's what they don't see. The moments you keep believing, even when everything is falling apart. The moments you pray with a broken heart. The nights you worship with tears streaming down your face. That's real faith. That's raw faith. And God honors it. Galatians 6:9 reminds us, let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. You hear that? At the proper time. Your breakthrough has a schedule. Your harvest has an appointment, and God will not be late. But you can't quit in the middle. You can't give up in the silence. You can't walk away from the process just because you can't see progress. Can I ask again? What if your next season is just on the other side of your not giving up? What if the tears you cry tonight are watering the ground for tomorrow's miracle? I want you to pause and breathe this in. Your tears matter to God. Not one has been wasted. Not one has been ignored. Not one has been missed. Psalm 56:8 says, you have collected all my tears in your bottle. You have recorded each one in your book. God keeps track. God remembers. God honors every tear. While people forget what you're going through, God is recording it. While others minimize your pain, God holds it close. While the world looks at your smile, God sees your soul, and he says to you right now, I see you. I'm with you. I've never left you. Maybe you're watching this, and your heart feels heavy. Maybe you've been pretending to be strong for too long. Maybe you're exhausted and you're wondering, does anyone truly understand? God understands. Not only does he see you, he feels what you feel. Not only does he hear your cry, he holds you in the middle of it. You don't have to carry it alone anymore. You don't have to be the strong one all the time. Let him carry you. Let him hold your heart. Let him whisper into the silence. You're mine. You're safe. You're seen. So what now? Keep showing up because heaven is watching. Keep praying because your prayers are shaking things you can't see. Keep believing because God is moving even in the silence. This isn't the end of your story. This is just a quiet chapter, but every chapter matters to the author. And guess what? Your author is faithful. He finishes what he starts. You will smile again. You will feel peace again. You will wake up one day and realize God carried you through it all. Let's make this personal. If this message spoke to your soul, if you've been in a secret struggle that only God knows about, if you've been smiling on the outside but breaking inside, then this moment is for you. Type amen in the comments if you receive this. Share this with someone who feels invisible and say this out loud right now. God sees me, he loves me, and he's not finished with me yet. You're not invisible, you're not forgotten. You're deeply loved by the one who never sleeps and never misses a single tear. Heaven sees you, and heaven is fighting for you.